Hi, welcome to Walkaround Cadillac. My name is Blocher, and I'm going to be showing you the all-new 21 Escalade. The Escalade debuted in 1999. It's been one of the most iconic vehicles on planet Earth. You could go anywhere in the world, and if you say Escalade, even if the person doesn't speak English, they're going to know you're talking about a Cadillac. As far as the launch of the Escalade, it is one of the most anticipated in the history of Cadillac. It does have a couple competitors out there from the likes of Lincoln Navigator, Range Rover, and the BMW X5. But this is the largest, sickest, most technologically advanced luxury SUV on the planet, blowing away its competition. It has more on it than any other car out there in this segment. As you start to look at the Escalade, you're going to notice the beautiful lines that flow from the back to the front to the big, bold, brand new grille. This is a premium luxury. There are 4 different trim levels in the Escalade, where you're going to have the premium luxury, you're going to have the sport, which will have a black mesh trim, and you're also going to have a sport platinum and a premium luxury platinum, which offers every available feature. One of the nice things about the Escalade is when you come to it and you unlock it, it does invite you with the daytime running lamp that's lights up very bright, and then you have your headlights right here that are no longer horizontal, they're vertical, they're horizontal and no longer vertical, and it's all LED lighting. Underneath the engine, you're going to notice there's a 6.2 liter standard engine with 420 horsepower that's been in the Escalade for years. There's also a brand new 3.0 V6 diesel that's going to put out 277 horsepower that's going to offer a different option for our Escalade drivers. They still kept the bold Cadillac crest right here without the reef, where they did the redesign in the second part of 2015, keeping that, just giving it a bolder, greater looking statement. As you look at the suspension of the vehicle, it does have a independent rear suspension and also independent rear axle, and I'll show you when we get to the third row what that did to the actual leg room. The leg room is actually 10.1 inches bigger in the third row, which is nice. And then you'll also notice the Escalade stands 2 inches taller, so it's a lot bigger vehicle, and it's in the short run, it's 7 inches longer, giving you more storage in the rear and giving you that little bit more leg room in the third row. All the Escalades are going to come standard with the 22-inch rims. There is an available right here tunnel crest lamp, which is going to illuminate a big, bold Cadillac emblem on the ground, which is a nice feature. There is available soft closed doors as well. And then the running boards, there is available lights that will light up underneath. As you look in the vehicle, you're going to notice it has a very bold, beautiful leather interior, hand cut and stitched leather. Just has attention to detail that Cadillac has really put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into this vehicle. I did switch to the electronic gear shifter, so there's no longer a column shift, which is a nice feature as well. When you look in the second row, they allowed you to, in the previous Escalade, you weren't able to move the seat back and forth, so you can actually move the seat back and forth. And then you got the 2 flip right here. And then you can notice if you look right here, look at the leg room. So I sat in it the other day with another guy that was 6'4", and we actually had enough space that we could have gone on a long trip without any problem at all. You come to the rear of the vehicle and you're going to notice that they got 600 on the tailgate. That is the way that they measure feet-pound of torque in Newton meters, because Cadillac wants to be known as a worldwide brand, not just an American brand. They did inlay the exhaust into the back bumper, which is a very nice clean look, versus just the one little tailpipe coming out. It gives it a little just more luxury. They did take away the handle right here, and they gave you a little button push to open up the rear of the vehicle, which is nice. And you notice in the rear of the vehicle, because it is 7 inches longer, you have room to do more storage. And if you were thinking about an ESV, you may not. Now, one of the cool things about the Escalade here, I got to move that seat back, but you notice right here, it lays flat. There's no longer that angle where if somebody had their third row down and they put things in there, that all roll back to the tailgate hitting it if it was something that we're going to move. It lays flat, so it's going to keep your cargo from coming out or even falling out when you open the tailgate. You come around here and you do have obviously standard capless fueling, which is a nice feature because you don't have to get gas all over your hands when you're at the gas station. Now, in the rear seat of the vehicle, you also have the 10.6-inch high-definition rear seat entertainment. You will be able to stream from an Android phone. You'll be able to play video games from a PlayStation or Xbox. You'll also be able to put a Fire Stick in and watch Netflix if you have Wi-Fi in the car, which is huge for your kids. Long trips, they can watch whatever you want. The car is available with 4G Wi-Fi, which is great. Along with the rear entertainment, they can also send navigation to the front of the car so that your kids can kind of dictate if you're on a long trip where they may want to eat or where they may want to go. There is another nice feature that Cadillac put in this vehicle that's never been in the vehicle before, and it is a button on the steering wheel where you can actually communicate to the people in the third row without actually having to yell back there and ask, if little Johnny wants fries or whatnot. You do have the 38.6-inch 3-screen high-definition display. You also have augmented reality, which would display right there, real-time navigation. The car does have obviously selectable 4-wheel drive. And then one of the other things that they gave you was, in all the other previous Cadillacs, you always had to keep your fingers on the screen. And the new Cadillacs, they've given you the home buttons right here so you can navigate through everything and keep that screen clean and free of fingerprints. So it just makes it a more polished look. There isn't available in the Platinum to get a cooler and a freezer now in the middle console. And the freezer will actually freeze stuff, which is kind of cool. The Platinum is available with semi-aniline leather, which is a little bit softer and dyed all the way through. There are many different color options out there. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to take the beautiful vehicle for a drive, and then if you like the new air ride suspension, it does ride much like a car, and you like the sight lines and you like the vehicle, then we'll sit down and we'll go over color combinations, and then we can also go over the options that you may want in the vehicle. Thank you.